Hello, I'm Sarah of Tortoise Crafts. Today I wanted to talk to you about a textile scrapbook. Back in 24 I made a couple of small ones and decided that I wanted to make a bigger one using up orphan squares and other bits and pieces I had laying around. I made the cover and the first set of pages and then it all got left in a bag. In December 24 I decided that one of my aims for 25 was to make a pair, 2 pages every month using bits and pieces up, and I finished it just before Christmas, and this is the first chance we've had to sit down and video it. So I'd like to show you each of the pages and what I've done. So the first page, these are the ones I made first of all, had a scrap page of a little house in it, and I just embroidered some little bits and pieces on it. I also used old handkerchiefs from donkeys years ago and fabric squares that were just leftovers. These are all things that are left over from other projects, other squares, which I've then added other fabric to and done embroidery. This pair had my hands and sayings, hands that do dishes, you know, all about what I do with my hands, the gardening, the cooking, the cleaning, etc. The next pair, well, that was the back of the other pair, just a nice square. There's 4 of these cross stitches. I did these 35 years ago and they were framed in the hall for years, and then they went away, and I just thought we're never going to have them back up, so they became part of this scrapbook as well. And I've added other little bits and pieces of fabric around them. This one's a Christmas. Over the years I've done samples of Christmas bits and people have given me Christmas cards, and they've been sitting in a box just doing nothing, so I took them out of their cards and I turned them into pieces in this. This way I can see them. They're not sat in a box wasting away. And then it was back to the orphan squares and then some embroidery samples I'd done. These are using chain stitch. I love them, but they would never go up anywhere. They were, again, just sitting in a box. More old handkerchiefs and bits and pieces laying around. A couple of fish I'd done as sample pieces, and a cross stitch that was again from a card that my niece had done for me. And back to old handkerchiefs and other bits of fabric. It was all very organic in how I worked. There was no plan. I just made the squares up to 9.5 inches and then I just stitched, and the thread I used to stitch all of this, all the embroidery thread, was left over from embroidery kits, you know, cross stitch kits. With this book all finished, it's used up lots of bits and pieces, lovely bits and pieces that would have sat in a box and just never got looked at. Now this will go on my shelf and I can from time to time pull it down and look at it. It's been really fun to do, really relaxing, and just a nice project. I'm not any good at this next bit, the bit about promoting myself and what I do, but if you've enjoyed this video, please like it, and if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel, and you will find me on other social media platforms and of course at my website. Thank you very much for watching this video, and bye bye.